Chicago Sky, y'all stink, bro. Y'all, look, there's trash and then there's trash. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, the Chicago Sky got destroyed by the stud buds. Everybody watches the stud buds. Shout out to Courtney Williams and Tisha Heiderman, man. Listen, stud buds stood on business today. Nafisa Collier stood on business today. They destroyed the Chicago Sky.
In the entire WNBA and Angel Reese in garbage time. We saw it. Angel Reese last year against the Fever with like 2 minutes to go. She needed to, I think it was like 6 points and 3 rebounds. And she went and caught like 2 rebounds. And then immediately goes at Victoria Saxton 3 times in a row.
Angel Reese had 9 turnovers. Yo, listen, y'all got to stop with this point forward foolishness, man. Let's take a look, man. Hold on, man. Y'all be wildin', son. Bruh, come on, man. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop, yo. Y'all gotta stop. You
chases after this opponent, gets close to her during a box out, grabs her by her hips, and hip tosses her, throwing her to the ground. She stands up, she walks over to this opponent, bends over, screams in her face, and flips her the double bird. That's the WNBA gold. We're gonna get into it. And the laughter. Oh, Angel. Oh, my angel, you're my darling. Angel. You've been playing well, Angel. I give it to you. You've been playing well. But every now and then, those stinkers, oh man.
In the end, this isn't dominance. It's denial dressed up as hustle. The hype machine keeps spinning, the fans keep quoting their Fool's Gold Box scores, and the media keeps pretending that effort is the same as excellence. But for those who actually watch the games, the truth is unavoidable. The Emperor has no clothes, and in this case, she also has no left hand and a turnover problem that would make a bakery jealous. Her style of play is the human embodiment of empty calories, and behind that double-double is a double dose of denial and a turnover tracker that's working overtime.
Like, there's absolutely no foul in that. She gets a good whistle, jumps up, and then goes at somebody on the other team. Who's she go at? She goes at Diamond Miller, her former Maryland teammate. And, like, Angel's 1 tech off a suspension as well, and is like, anytime anyone gets into it with her, she's straight in their face. And I'm like, I don't mind that, but you just gotta be smart. To be fair, the Sky sucks, so you might as well just go and take your I'll say it,
and by handle it, we mean a full-on blooper reel breakdown. Her footwork looks like she's learning TikTok dances mid-drive, a chaotic shuffle that ends in either a travel or a collision. Her handle is so loose that if she faced the kind of full court pressure Caitlin Clark sees every night, the ball would fold like a cheap beach chair. Her shooting form is so mechanical and slow, you could block it with a text message. And her transition game, she's not running an offense. She's running a demolition derby, a one-woman festival of bad decisions and telegraphed passes. It's a masterclass in chaos, and the coaching staff just lets it happen, presumably because they're too terrified of her fan base to actually coach her.
Just when I thought she was turning her season around, just when I thought Angel Reese was graduating from pretend basketball player to make-believe basketball player, the level where it's almost believable that Angel Reese is a basketball player. Just when I thought Angel Reese would pull through in the clutch and do America a favor. With a win last night against the Minnesota Lynx, Angel Reese would have become the most popular player in the WNBA dump. Well, KC, that's simply not possible. Caitlin Clark will always be the most popular player in the WNBA.
The most telling part of this whole saga is how opposing teams defend her. They don't. The unspoken strategy across the league is simple: let her cook. They know full well the dish she's serving is raw in the middle and the kitchen is on fire. Defenders sag off her, giving her acres of space, practically begging her to take a jump shot they know she can't make. They bait her into her signature move, the out-of-control, head-down bulldoze into the paint. They don't need complex schemes or double teams. The plan is basically let her play. She'll handle it herself. It's the ultimate sign of disrespect in basketball, when your opponent's best defensive strategy is to do absolutely nothing.
I know why people are defending this. Let's get into it. Aneka Ogumite, she gets up, proceeds to get boxed out, unable to move her opponent out of the way. Aneka Ogumike retaliates, grabs her by the hips, throws her to the floor, stands over her, screams on her, flips her the double bird. Quinterly, Dallas Wing's teammate, being a good teammate, gets in the middle of the two, pushes Aneka out of the way like a good teammate should. Instead of saying, Aneka, come here, let me get you a hug. No, get up off my teammate, girl. Get up off my teammate. Aneka Ogumike can't let it go.
And that brings us to the Great Reese illusion, the myth of the double-double, the sacred text from which her supporters preach. Some of y'all get hypnotized by the box score. You see 14 points, 12 rebounds, and you think she just dominated. But if you actually watched the game with your eyes open and your brain functioning, you'd know that what unfolded wasn't dominance, it was stat padding in its purest form. She plays 37 minutes in 30-point blowouts, hustling for garbage time rebounds off her own misses, while everyone else is mentally checking into their post-game dinner reservations. Half of her rebounds are off her own brick layups. That's not hustle. That's cleanup duty. It's not dominance when you're mopping up your own mess. That's just janitorial work in a headband. Her stat lines are empty calories, filling but not nourishing.
I'm telling you, with a win last night, Angel Reese would have surpassed the Rue from Waterloo in popularity. Now, I am not saying that her dozens of aliases would have passed Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese herself, she definitely would have. Going into the game last night, Cheryl Reed, the head coach of the Minnesota Linkers, she told the doofus duo who refer to themselves as stud buds, she told them, if they lost this game to the Chicago Bravado, they would no longer be allowed to stream on Twitch.
Lads, Angel Reese is currently about to be suspended. She has 7 technical fouls on the season. And if this was last season, in a 44-game season, she would have already been suspended. And it is genuinely one of the funny things about this is that her fans are arguing that none of the texts are warranted. They are all warranted.
So Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful attitude that you slap the clipboard out of her head.
At this point, it feels like we're witnessing the basketball equivalent of a government cover-up. No one in the mainstream wants to say it out loud because they're terrified of her fan base, but everyone who watches the games is thinking it. Reese is legitimately awful on the offensive end. Not rough night, awful. Not rookie learning curve, awful. We're talking, why is she on the floor? Awful. There are garden gnomes with better footwork and scarecrows with more reliable hands. Yet, there she is, clogging up the offense like a chewed up piece of gum in a vending machine. Heaven forbid anyone actually bench her. Oh no. That would be pulling the curtain back on months of PR fluff and empty highlight reels.
What's up, y'all? I just want to talk about this chick, Angel Reese, for a second. She has been all over my timeline, over my Twitter or X, Instagram, TikTok. She's always pushing people and this and that. She's always in controversy. So let me address this situation real quick. How is she a professional athlete? Like, can we step back for a second and just analyze this situation? How in the world is this chick a professional athlete? She is, out of all the clips that I've seen, she is the worst basketball player I've ever seen.
This brings us to her new unofficial role on the team, the honorary facilitator. This is a title the coaching staff appears to have invented because, let's be honest, they don't actually trust her to run a real offensive set that involves, scoring. It's an adorable title if you pretend this is kindergarten and not professional basketball. Facilitator, as in, we don't trust you to finish, so please just stand at the top of the key and hand it off before disaster strikes. Because if she's not passing, she's bricking. And if she's not bricking, she's flailing. And if she's not flailing, she's traveling, both literally and spiritually, to a place far, far away from the rim. The only thing she's truly facilitating is fast breaks for the other team, a one-woman engine for the opposition's offense.
You made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese.
She was 1 turnover away from a triple-double. You read that right. Angel Reese was teetering on the edge of basketball history, but not the kind you frame on a wall and tell your grandkids about. This is the kind you bury under the court, pour cement over, and pretend never happened. 9 turnovers. 9. That's not a stat line. That's a confession. She was out there handing the ball over to the other team with the generosity of a saint, like she was running a nonprofit for struggling defenders. Here, take it. You look like you could use a fast break. This is the inevitable disastrous result of the point-forward foolishness that her fans have been clamoring for. They got their wish, and it looked...
I'm sorry, but I don't know who need to hear this, but Angel Reese gotta be the worst basketball player ever. She's the worst basketball player ever. Like, do y'all guys don't understand this? She only made 2 points with 12 rebounds. She missed a couple of shots and she missed a rebound, bro. She only made 12 rebounds. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 12 rebounds.
Angel Reese just handed out 9 turnovers like she was Oprah on a giveaway episode. You get a ball, and you get a ball. The Minnesota Lynx, aka the Stud Buds, didn't just show up, they showed out, turning the court into their own personal comedy club. This wasn't a game, it was a blooper reel in real time, a full-on basketball roast where Angel Reese was the main course, and the flames are still sizzling. If you've ever wondered what happens when supreme confidence meets catastrophic chaos, stick around because this was a meltdown of epic proportions.